speak up. I heard those words a lot as a child. I didn't have the strongest, loudest of voice, except on the basketball court. My parents were always telling me that when I talked, I would mumble. And I would always respond, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember when I talk. What are you talking about? You talking about? They would always tell me, boy, speak up. Nobody can hear what you're saying. I don't know why nobody can hear what I'm saying. I'm talking about, what do you mean speak up? But this morning when we're talking about speaking up, we're not talking about our volume when we speak. We're not talking about whether we have a booming, loud voice that all could hear, or if we have a voice that was made for the library. The volume is not our concern, it's not the discussion, it's not the thought. This morning when we're talking about speaking up, we're talking about speaking up to God. We're talking about the direction in which we're speaking and our words are being directed. When we speak, are words being directed in negativity towards our circumstance, or are they being directed up to God? When we speak, do we speak down about our circumstance and what's going to be and what could be and what should be? Do we see something happening and say, oh, this is going to turn out bad? Do we talk ourselves, if I can say this in a frank way, are we talking ourselves to death? This will never change. This will never move. This will never get any better. This is a big hill. This is a low valley. This is not going to change. Are we speaking ourselves down into more trouble than God would intend us to see? Or are we directing our speaking, our language, our words up to God? Are we speaking up to God? This book that we've been studying, the book of James, is about what our life actually produces. What comes out of our life? What is the fruitfulness of our life? We've been hearing passages that tell us things like, don't just be hearers of the word, but also be doers of the word. We've heard passages that tell us that our anger does not produce the righteousness of God. James has been weaving this thread all the way through the book of James to help us to understand that our lives as Christians, as followers of Christ, they matter to God, and they matter to our community, and they matter to our family, and they matter to the stranger, and they matter to our loved ones, because God has put something in each of us, each one of us, that he wants to use for his glory. And this morning, he wants to share with us about the words that we speak. What are our words producing? When we speak, does it make something? Does it make someone happy, or does it make someone sad? When we speak, does it make a difference, as if something has been said? When we walk into a room, does it feel like those who are in the room know that someone has walked into the room, not because we're so special, not because we went to the right school or know the right individuals, but because we've spent time with the Lord, and when life squeezes, when situations rise, there's something to come out because we've been spending time with the Lord, and that's what then comes out. I've said it so many times.